So, hello everyone. Good afternoon from India, and welcome to Guwahati MuleSoft Meetup. Today's our topic is implementing CI/CD in Jenkins, which will be delivered by Kishan. Next slide, please. So, I'm your host Abhishek. So, I'm working as an associate solution architect in Epicero. I have a total experience of 6 years, which lay down to 4+ years in MuleSoft. I'm certified development architect, a MuleSoft mentor, and also a leader for Guwahati and Lucknow group. So today our speaker is Kishan. Kishan, would you like to speak something about yourself?
So hello everyone. My name is Kishan, and currently I am working as a senior software engineer at Epicero, and I am having total 3 years of work experience. And I am a certified MuleSoft and DevOps developer. So yeah, over to you, Abhishek.
Thank you. And just want to add few lines for Kishan. Like this is his first meetup, both as a speaker and attendee. So, he just started his career and he started his meetup as a speaker. So I hope like this will motivate other new joinees or newcomers, freshers, like to come up and stand to have to nominate themselves as a speaker. You are going to get a lot if you are attending these meetups or if you are becoming a speaker. So just come forward and nominate yourself. You can contact any one of us, like the speaker or the organizer for this. So I'll just the safe harbor statement. Both the speaker and the host are organizing this meetup in individual capacity only. We are not representing our companies here. This presentation is strictly for learning purpose only. Organizer or presenter do not hold any responsibility that same solution will work for your business requirement. This presentation is not meant for any promotional activities. Next slide, please. Some housekeeping. So the recording for this session will be uploaded in the meetup page within 24 hours, and you can have the access and you can see whatever happened today. You can ask, just feel free to ask whatever question you want. Feel free to like make it interactive. If you want mic access, just let me know. I will provide you that as well. And once the meetup is done, you will get a feedback form. So please fill up that form, because that is very important for both the organizer and speakers to make it move better. Like you can suggest like what should be the other topic you want, and we can try to bring that up in the meetups. So over to you, Kishan. Like now you can start with your agenda. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek. So hello everyone. This is Kishan, and I welcome you to this session on CI pipeline. And thank you all the attendees for joining the today's session. Before we get started, let me walk you through the agenda for the session. In the first 5 minutes, I'll try to explain you what exactly CI/CD is. I'll try to explain you with an example, and after that, we'll configure all the prerequisite required for the CI/CD pipeline. For example, Anypoint platform setup, GitHub setup, Jenkins setup, and there are some project level configuration required for the setup. And after that, will try to set up a CI/CD pipeline, and I'll give you a two demo as a freestyle project and as a pipeline. So let's configure the prerequisite first. Before prerequisite, let me introduce what CI/CD is. So CI/CD is a abbreviation of continuous integration and continuous integration and continuous deployment. And to understand what integration is, let me explain you what integration is. So I'll try to explain you with an example. For example, we have a 10 people, and we all are working in a same team. Okay, we all are working on a same project, but on a different module. For example, let's say we are working on some telecommunication project. So for example, one people is working for a, prepaid domain, one is working for a postpaid domain, one is working for some help desk configuration, for example. And we all will continuously changing our code, right? So whenever we change something, we will commit it in some version control repository, and we will test it. We will do unit testing as a developer, and after doing this, all the code will merge as a single project or as a single application. So this integration, uh, when we do this merging, this is called integration. So as a team, we all are working on a different module, but at last we all will integrate it as a single project or as a single application. So this is what integration is. Now, what is continuous integration? So we all know that in today's technological landscape, clients accept a constant flow of updates and constant flow of changes, no matter whether they are APIs or they are microservices or they are front-end applications. Client requires a front frequent changes. So we all know that the only thing which is constant in this IT industry is a change. So uh, a client requires a frequent changes, so that's why the integration should be continuous. Like whenever we will change something in the code, we will commit it in the version control repository. So this integration will happens continuously. So this is what continuous integration is. And as I said, client is require changes frequently. So we should deliver the project frequently. So that's why CI and CD. That is what CI/CD is. Now, what is pipeline? See, pipeline is a workflow with group of events or jobs that are chained and integrated with each other in a sequence. For example, here I will try to understand with a diagram. So whenever any developer will change anything in their module, they'll commit it in some version control repository. So whenever they'll commit any changes in the repository, the automatic build should trigger one job or event which will help you to build the project, that will trigger automatically whenever any developer will commit their change. And whatever the result is, whether the build is fail or pass, uh, all the team members will notify from the Jenkins or uh, whatever the tool is we are using for CI/CD. And if the build is successful, the new job which is configured for a testing part, so that will trigger automatically, and then again it will notify the developer or the entire team. And if the testing is completed or the testing is passed, then the delivery should happen. And this process is a continuous cycle. And all these events and jobs are one after another. If anything fails in between, it will not go. No, it will not go further. So that is called a pipeline, CI/CD pipeline. Now let's dive into some hands-on part. So there are some prerequisites which is required to set up an CI/CD pipeline. The first and foremost is the Anypoint platform. So let's try to set up an Anypoint platform. So we can open this link. We can click on sign up if you don't have any platform account, Anypoint platform account. You can provide your full name, email, username, and password, everything, and you can create a new account. For now, I'm already having an account, so I'll log in here. Okay, so this is how Anypoint platform look likes, and we'll deploy our application here in the runtime manager. Okay. So the Anypoint platform setup is completed. This is the first requirement. Now the second is a GitHub setup. We should have either a GitHub account or any repository. It should be Bitbucket. It can be anything. The repository, it can be SVN also. So we want any repository account. Today we'll go with GitHub account. So you can click on GitHub and you can have a GitHub account. You can sign up from here and you can create a new account for you. But for now, I'm already having an account, so I'll I'll use mine. Okay. Now we can create a repository here where our code will be merged. So for now, let me create a new repository. We can click on create repository, and repository name should be CI/CD demo 1. So I have created one repository.
So just to adding, like you can give whatever suitable name, like with respect to your project or whatever suitable you
Hmm.
want. Like in this case, Kishan is giving a demo, so he named it like this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we should have Jenkins if we are setting a pipeline using Jenkins. So we can click on this link, and these are some stable builds, and these are some builds which is Jenkins recently tried. So it is under testing, but it is a latest builds. So we can download from here, and click on Jenkins macOS, whatever you're using, Ubuntu or whatever. Download a Jenkins from here. I have already downloaded the Jenkins, so I'll install it. Okay, here let me use with the local system. Okay, let me test the port. Java. Okay. Okay, so our now we can open the Jenkins with this link. And let me tell you that I have already created two simple projects for our demo purpose. In the first, what I did is the simplest project. I have just added a HTTP listener and payload, and I have added one test case, a minute test case here to test testing part. Okay, so this is the simplest project I have already created for this demo, and we will use this project. We will add this project in the GitHub repository, and we will implement a CI/CD pipeline on this project. Okay, so this is how Jenkins look like, and we can we should have some project level configuration if we want to deploy our project in the uh, in the client repository or somewhere else, or in the Anypoint platform. We should have this configuration in our project. So in the pom.xml, whenever you will create any project, your pom.xml will be created automatically, and it should be look like this. So in the in your pom.xml, you will find this Mule Maven plugin. Okay, you'll find your Mule Maven plugin. Inside your Mule Maven plugin, you should have one configuration tag. Okay, so this configuration tag should be there in your pom.xml. I'll try to add this configuration in a pom.xml, so you can add it here. In the configuration, I have given the data. In the Anypoint platform, I want to deploy the application, the Mule version, Anypoint username, password, environment, application name, business, and everything that I have parameterized here. So we can give these parameters in the mvn command, or you can directly give the username and password here also. Okay, so the project level configuration I have completed. Uh, Now I'll start with the demo one. So to set up a CI/CD pipeline, there are two ways. We can set up a CI/CD pipeline as a freestyle project or as a pipeline. How I'll try. See, whenever we click on new item, we have these two options, as a freestyle project or as a pipeline. There are two ways we can set up a pipeline. So first we will try with freestyle project and then we'll go for pipeline. So as a freestyle project, let me create a job for a build, okay? Or we can say building a project, okay? And as a freestyle project, I'll create this job. And the description, I can write building a project or building an application. Now this is a source code manager. So source code management, for example, we are using a Git repository here. So I can give this repository URL CI/CD demo one, which I have just created. I'll copy this and I'll use this here. This is our repository where we will set up a CI/CD pipeline, and here we can add credentials for GitHub account. So here you can provide your username and password and add. Since I have already added, I'll edit from here from the drop down itself. Okay, and our branch is main branch. So I'll use main here. Okay. And build trigger. So this is for when we want to trigger our build. If you want to trigger our builds automatically, we can use these many options. For now, we'll go for poll SCM. In the poll SCM, we can write a cron expression. For example, if we want this build to trigger on every minute or on every day 12 p.m. or whatever it is, we can configure it here. For now, we'll go for 1 minute. So this is a cron expression that we can write here. So this build will trigger every minute. So every minute this build will check in this repository whether there are any new commits will happen or not. If any changes will happen in last minute, then this build will trigger automatically. Okay. And in the build step, I'll write some Windows patch command. Okay. So this build I'm creating for building a project. So I'm writing mvn clean install command, and here I'm skipping a test. I don't want to test in this step. Okay, and I'll apply and I'll close this. So if you will see our building a project project event is created, or we can say a building a project job is created. Now for building purpose, it is completed. Now we'll do for testing purpose. So we'll create one more new item as a freestyle project, and the name will be testing project. Okay. Here description we can give testing a project. Again we are giving a repository URL which is same, and the credentials will be your GitHub credentials. Again the branch is a main branch. Now here we are not giving any build triggers. What we'll do, we will link all these jobs with each other. So whenever we build will trigger and a build will be successful, then this testing job should trigger automatically. So we'll do that. Okay. Now in this step, we will execute again a mvn command for testing. I'll apply and save. So now if you'll see this job is triggered automatically. We have created this job and this job has triggered automatically. Why? Because here if you'll see there are nothing inside this. We haven't yet pushed our code in this repository. Okay. we'll do that. But before that, let me create one more job for deployment. Okay, so here deploying a project as a freestyle project. Okay, deploying a project. Again, the repository will be GitHub repository. Okay, the branch will be in branch. Again, there is not poll SCM is not required because this job will trigger whenever the testing will be successful. Okay, here we are giving a Windows patch command. Now mvn clean deploy, and here also we are skipping a testing, and this part which we have configured in the pom.xml. If you will see here, any part username, password, environment, app name. So that is what we are here in the command line. Okay, now I'll apply this and I'll save this. Now we have created three different jobs for different tasks: for building a project, for deploying a project, for testing a project. Now we have to connect all these jobs with each other. So after building a project, automatically testing a project should be triggered if this is successful. So I'll edit this configuration and I'll add post build action. So build other project. So whenever this trigger build is stable, so if this build is successful, this testing a project should be triggered automatically. Okay, I'll apply this and I'll save this. And after testing a project, deployment should be happen automatically. So in the testing a project, I'll configure this and I'll add a post build action step. And here should be deploying a project only if the trigger is stable. Okay, I'll apply and I'll save this. Now we have created three different jobs and we have linked all this with each other. Now we can click on this plus icon and we can create a pipeline view. So whenever we'll click on this build pipeline view, and here we can give the view name as demo pipeline or something like this. Okay, build pipeline view we are creating, and here we can give the initial job. So our initial job is building a project. Okay, we can click on apply and okay. Now if you'll see here, it's a pipeline: first building a project, then testing a project, then deploying a project. So this is what our pipeline looks like. Now whenever we will change anything in this repository, this job should trigger automatically within a minute. So let's test this. I'll try to add our code inside this. Okay, okay. So from the workspace, I am copying the project one and I am pasting it in the CI/CD demo. Now if you'll see here, so we'll let me commit this. This is initial commit. Okay. So if you'll see here, the pipeline should trigger automatically within a minute. We'll check that whether it is triggering automatically or not.
Check if you push the code or it is getting.
Yeah. Hmm. It is building now. See, it will take 1 minute sometimes. Sometimes it will trigger in a 30 seconds. See, the build is successful. Once we pushed our code here in the CI/CD demo, if you'll see, the build is triggered. Now the testing should be triggered also. See, testing a project is triggered.
So Kishan, meanwhile it is getting triggered. I have a question
Mhm.
from Samba who is asking like, what's the difference between Freestyle and Maven project?
Freestyle and Maven project.
Yeah,
You mean Freestyle and?
the Freestyle and down one Maven project is asking about.
See, if you'll create a new project with a Maven, for example, let me create one.
So basically in Maven we need to give the POM location and directly from
Hmm.
the POM it will take,
Yeah.
correct?
See,
Yeah.
there you will find here some more steps like post steps and all. So basically, it is same. Just a few differences. You have to give root POM. Whatever you can do as a freestyle project, you can do with the Maven project also. Not much difference. But here you have to configure the POM files.
Yeah, hope that answers you, Samba. So freestyle is like we are creating individual task for each, like for deployment one, for testing one, and for deploying one, and that is with respect to the repo what we have created, correct? And
Correct.
in Maven project, like we can assign the link for the POM of our API, and using that POM we can do all this job.
Correct.
Yeah, and maybe Kishan, you can explain like you are going to show the demo regarding freestyle and pipeline. So difference between freestyle and pipeline as well.
Okay. See here, it failed because this name deploying a project was already there in the workspace. So I have deleted it from my workspace, my local workspace. Now it should work. I am running it again. It is failed because the same name, the project with the same name, deploying a project was present in my workspace, Jenkins workspace. Okay, now you see the build is successful.
So if any step fails, we need to start again from the beginning, like building, then testing, then deploying, or now suppose only
No,
the. Huh.
no. For example, if building and testing is successful,
So, okay, I think connection is dropped. Let me connect. Or let me talk in. Just give me 1 minute. Sorry. Sorry, guys, he's just rejoining.
Hello, am I audible, Abhishek?
Just share again.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was
Yeah, that's
dropped.
fine. Like,
Okay. Again,
yeah,
it
yeah.
failed with this forbidden error. Why? Because already the project was in my folder, because this was failed with some GitHub configuration error.
So this is where, like in this console, we can see all the errors, whatever is there. Right.
Hmm. Yeah, we're getting forbidden error. Uh, this is because like whenever we'll create a project or we'll run a project locally, we have to provide a settings.xml file sometimes.
Correct.
Yeah, and that settings.xml we can add here in the configure step. But before that, we have to click on this manage Jenkins, and here in the manage files, we can provide a settings files like this. So you can click on add new config, maven settings.xml, and from here we can create a settings.xml file, which I have already created. Inside that settings.xml, we can enter your our username and password for this Anypoint platform. So let me do that. Okay, and in the add build step, I can provide a configuration file, which is settings.xml. And this should be before this build. Apply and save. Now let me trigger it again.
Meanwhile, it's triggering. We have two similar questions, like from Samba and Tam. So they are
Mhm.
asking, like, why are you creating testing pipelines? Like, what exactly does the testing pipeline do?
Okay, so here I'm creating a testing pipeline for M-unit testing. If you will open
Yeah.
this.
So, like, if you have seen before, like when he has built the code, he
Hmm.
has then skip
Yeah.
tests. So in
Hmm.
building, the test will not run, but in the test pipeline, the aminet will exactly work. It will run there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. Yeah. So as I said, I have created one M-unit test case for here. So if we want to test this in the pipeline itself, we can use this testing project job. Okay. It is still failing. User unauthorized to access requested resource. Hmm. I don't know. That is something strange error, but we will resolve this error. But before that, let me move to the demo 2. How we can configure the CI/CD pipeline using as a pipeline. There are some authentication issue maybe.
Maybe
Okay.
username and all, like the username, whatever you have used in this, is it same with your platform and whatever you have configured in your API? Because I think you might
Uh,
not have changed that.
okay.
Just check it for 1 minute. Otherwise, we can go on the second demo.
Password 2021. Okay. And here in the pom.xml, we have this configuration tag. Yeah, that is fine.
In
Uh,
Jenkins also, you have given some username and password.
hmm. Yeah, that is correct, I guess.
Ashok is suggesting like you should use a unique
No,
name for
yeah,
your
no, no,
project.
no. I got it. See
Yeah.
here, I have given the company,
Okay.
but here I am giving Epicero.
Okay.
Okay, now let me check it again.
Okay. So the
I was
user
using
is
Epicero here, but the
yeah.
business group is company here. See?
Correct. So one good
Yeah.
thing with this error is like we got to know, okay, we do this silly mistake sometimes, and we get errors, and it's like quite hard to track like what error we are doing.
Right. Now it should pass, hopefully. Let's see. Uh,
Again failed.
Again failed. The company.
Maybe something with credentials, but okay, let us go with the second one. Show
Hmm.
like we showed the configuration like how we can do it. Maybe some configuration issue, but you can show the pipeline one now.
Okay. Uh, so we'll try to implement a CI/CD pipeline with a different approach. So again, I'll click on new item and I'll say uh, pipeline one or something. I'll click on pipeline and I'll say okay. So here I'm giving implementing a ICD pipeline. Okay, and here also I'll give tone expression for 1 minute. So in every 1 minute, it will check in the repository whether the trigger is happened or not. And here I'll I'll use this pipeline script for SCM. And here also I'm giving the git repository URL, but we haven't created a repository for this demo 2. Okay, so first of all, let me create a new repo, which is CICD demo 2. Okay, and I'm creating a repository here. Okay, it is created. Let me copy the URL and I'm giving the repository URL here and credentials. Okay, and it should be in main branch. Now here, if you'll see script path Jenkins files. Okay, so in your project, let me close this project and let me open the CI/CD demo 2. So here you have pom.xml file, right? Similarly, you should have this Jenkins files. Okay, so let me create that in the workspace CI/CD demo 2. I'm creating a new file, Jenkins file. Okay, and in Jenkins files, you have to write some pipeline commands. So I have already created one pipeline command here. So if you'll see here, pipeline, inside pipeline, we have few stages. We have stage for building, we have stage for testing, we have stage for deploying. Okay. And inside these steps, I have given the same command which we have given in a different jobs. So here I am giving all the commands in the same pipeline commands. Okay, here also CI/CD demo 2 instead of Epicero. Let me give you company. So these Jenkins files should be there in our project whenever we'll try to implement a CI/CD pipeline as a pipeline. Now it is created. Okay. Or you have another option, like we have selected this pipeline scheme for SCM, or if you will select this first one, pipeline script, you can directly give a script here, Groovy script, but we'll use this. Okay, Jenkins files, apply and save. But we have to add our script inside this repository. So let me set up a repository here. Okay. And yeah, also a project level configuration is required in the pom.xml. In the Mule Maven plugin, there should be one configuration, same as the previous job. Okay, so I am adding this configuration tag here. Now in the CI/CD demo 2, from the workspace, I am copying the code here and I am pasting it inside this. Okay, this is initial commit. Now if you'll see here, it should trigger automatically. Okay. While you do this, you'll able to see the steps here itself. See, building is passed, but here testing is failing. No, testing is in. Here, if you'll see in the console output, it is running. Build is success for testing. Now it is deploying the project.
I guess here also you'll get some credential issue.
Let's see.
Yeah.
We are getting the same error here. There are some credential issue, I believe.
Just check whatever like you changed your credential recently, so might be in Jenkins you are using an older credential and here you are giving something else.
In the configure section, Deploying is failing. Okay, let me see the command again. mvn clean deploy username 2021 password 2021 sandbox company here. Hmm.
So Ashok is suggesting like some other user might have used the CI/CD demo one name. That's why we might be
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah, yeah.
as
Correct,
well.
correct. That should be a problem. Okay, we will try to implement some give
Yeah,
CI/CD demo Guwahati.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks Ashok again.
Sometimes, yeah, yeah. Thanks for suggestion. Yeah, sometimes it creates a problem if the CI/CD demo one is already present.
It's a cloud, na? So same name cannot be
Yeah.
used.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
But it will give for unauthorized. Do you have any other
See,
platform
yeah,
where
it is creating an application. It is starting the application now.
uh,
So it should work now. Yeah. If you'll see here in runtime manager,
maybe you have tried for the demo
yeah,
and
see
you
here
have
it is
created?
deploying now.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Yeah, yeah.
Ashok. It was a great suggestion. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Ashok. Yeah. So
The
it was a
same.
name issue. Yeah, the name should not be
Unique.
same. Yeah.
Because it's a cloud project, so
Hmm.
if we are deploying any cloud project, so
Hmm.
like it's over cloud, so throughout the world if anyone uses the same name, it doesn't allow us, even though if we try to do it manually. If we go
Hmm.
manually and if you type a name which is similar to someone else, then it will suggest us, okay, this name is already used and you cannot
Yeah.
create it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So this is what Ashok was saying before also.
See here, if you'll deploy, click on deploy, and if we'll give some name,
So give same
CI/CD
name,
demo one.
demo one.
See,
Application
application
name is
name is
available.
available.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why. Hmm.
Yeah, but this is overall like how we like implement CI/CD, like how we configure the application, how we configure the Jenkins, and how we can deploy any application through Jenkins. So this is one demo one. You can also try with demo two also. Then
Hmm.
it should work now. Then
Now it is working for demo one.
yeah, the same will work for demo two. You need to change the name. Just that's what.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have to change it in the Jenkins file. Okay, in the Jenkins files, I'll give some unique name. CI/CD demo
Got it. Yeah.
Pahati 2. Okay, I'll save this. I'll commit the change. Now it should trigger automatically.
Meanwhile, Kishan, can you also share the maybe the commands or script, like the complete patch in the chat, so that the attendees
Hmm.
can get what we are actually passing, what commands we
Okay.
should pass when we create.
Hmm.
So just
Okay. Okay.
share it on chat. Like once this is done, you can share it on chat. Meanwhile, if anyone have any question, please let us know. Share the Jenkins command
Hmm.
probably, because the form I have given them the link, the drive link. So if anyone want, they can access the link and they can get the sample form how it should be. I have also shared the link for platform, for GitHub, and for Jenkins download. So everything is on chat and you can get an access of that one.
Right. See here, it automatically triggered. We have changed in the form in the Jenkins files, so it is triggered automatically. Hmm. If you'll see here, the first one is started. Okay, now whenever we'll change anything, or any developer will change anything in the repository, then it should trigger automatically. And here also building is successful.
But we can also like change that now, like I don't want that whenever I commit my code in repository it should automatically build. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I just want my like whenever I do any change every day I'm
Mm-hmm.
committing just for my
Mm-hmm.
reference so that the code is not lost. But I don't want that it should automatically build or it should automatically uh, get triggered to the cloud. So we can
Mm-hmm.
have that configuration where we can strict that, like I don't want auto build or I don't want
Yeah, yeah,
auto
we can
trigger.
do that. Hmm.
Correct.
Hmm. See here, in the poll SCM, if we'll remove this, it will not trigger automatically. We can trigger it manually also.
Okay.
Or if you want to trigger it on every Saturday or every Monday or every day at 12 p.m., that also we can
Do
do.
in the poll. Yeah.
Yeah, with a cron expression. See, the first one is completed. If you will see here, the building, deploying, and testing is completed. And here in the pipeline, building and testing is successful and deploying is in progress. See here, CI/CD demo Guwahati 2 is also deploying.
It's also starting. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Meanwhile, we have few questions like Shrikant is asking in dashboard page WT, what are the, sorry, in dashboard page, what are these symbol representing at W?
This one, yeah. Okay, so okay, I'll tell you. It's a methodology of any pipeline. Usually, in the
Symbol of
repository,
description. Symbol of
yeah, yeah,
description. This is correct.
yeah. See, I have a repository for Jenkins, and here, see, there are some symbols. For example, if a symbol is sunny, then more than 80% of the runs is passing. Partially sunny means 61 to 80% of runs are passing. See here, if you will see, uh, it's cloudy or it's raining, something like that. So raining means 21 to 40% runs are passing. So if sunny, then more than 80% are passing. So it's a symbol from which we can uh, we can see that
Identify.
how stable the build is, or how stable this job is.
So this is with respect to a particular job, like
Hmm.
this much percent of task is assigned or this much percent of task is done.
Hmm.
Okay,
So here,
depends
if
on
you
that.
see in the description, build stabilities, 3 out of the last 5 build is failed. So 2 is passed. So here, if you will see, percentage is 40.
Okay.
Similarly.
Hope that answers you, Srikant. We have another question from Anil. He says, like,
Mhm.
can you show me settings.xml file which you have
Oh, yeah.
created in Jenkins?
Hmm.
Already we use username and password in mvn command. Again, what is the use of settings.xml file using in Jenkins?
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll try to see it is passed now. Uh, so whenever you will create any project, then in the user folder, in the m2.xml, the report folder will be created automatically locally. See, I'll explain. In the pom.xml, here if you will see, you have lots of dependencies. See, dependency and repository. So in this repository, AnyPoint Exchange v2 repository, all these dependencies will be saved. Whenever you will run this locally, all these repositories will by default in a M2 folder in this repository one. So if you delete this, and if you repository folder will create it automatically, and all your dependencies will be saved here itself. But this is for locally. What if you'll run all these things in some server or somewhere else? Then you don't have this repository folder. So to overcome this, you have to use the settings.xml. Okay, let me open it with Notepad. So this is how settings.xml look like. In the settings.xml, there are some way where you can add your credentials. For example, see here as a server, you can give your username and password. See here, if you the server ID is Anypoint Exchange v2, and here if you will see the repository ID is Anypoint Exchange v2. So your repository will be automatically created in the server also, but you have to provide a username and password, and that you can give in the settings.xml. Here you have to give your username, and here you have to provide your password. So this file you have to provide with your project in the server, and that you can pass in the manage Jenkins, manage files. So sometimes what happened, you will get unauthorized. That time you have to provide settings.xml. I think, yeah, that's the reason.
So one more question we have from Samba, like how do you link between endpoint platform? How do you link between endpoint studio and Jenkins? So somehow we commit the code in repo, and from repo we are getting that. If you're asking from Anypoint platform and Jenkins, then we can show you that, I guess. But from studio to
See, as I said, to commit our code, we cannot commit Jenkins with our Anypoint Studio. We are committing our repository. See here in the pom.xml, as I said, we have to provide this Cloud Hub deployment tag. Inside that, we have some configuration, URI, mute version, username and password. So here we are providing Anypoint platform username and password, and that we are committing in the repository. And from the Jenkins, we are fetching the code from that repository. So that's the reason uh, this is connected. This and our platform is connected. And here in the command line, we are providing it. If you'll see here in the command line, I am providing username, password, username, environment, and project name and everything. So I think uh, that's the answer. That is what your question, Samba.
yeah. He corrected, like he want to know about endpoint platform and Jenkins. By
Hmm.
mistake he wrote studio. That's fine. Okay, so the configuration is done. So the APIs are deployed, correct?
Yeah, it is deployed. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how we implement, and we use a repository. Like we have used Git, you can use any other repository. We have used Jenkins, you can use any other CI/CD tool for doing that. Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
Azure is also one which provide that. Then I
Yeah,
think
Azure DevOps. Yeah.
Bamboo is
Hmm.
also there, like which can be used, which do the similar thing. So it upon your choice, like before you can do that. What we are showing is just an example using CI/CD with GitHub and Jenkins, and we deployed the application showing like how we can do like through Freestyle and through pipelines. In Freestyle, if you do that, then you need to create each task separately. But if you do through pipeline, create each task like for building, testing, or deployment. You just need to give a script, and automatically everything is done from that. So that's the difference between like Freestyle and pipeline. So I think we are quite done with the demo. Like we can take questions now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can put up your questions. Like if you want, I can give you mic access.